Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 7 of Direwolf20's FTB Retro Series. Today, we're going to do a bunch of stuff, probably. So first things first, let's see how the automated farm is doing. Beautifully. Look at all this bone meal. Holy cow, that's a lot of bone meal. That's a real lot of bone meal, if I'm being totally honest. That's awesome. I don't even know how much EMC that is. Let's find out. So one of the tricks we can do, if we want to, is convert all this stuff directly to diamonds, for example. So if we want to compress it down, it's real easy. We just make the target a diamond instead of bone meal, and then, that's it. It's done. And then we can just turn, one diamond into bone meal, and it'll be enough to start the whole cycle again, right? So all we got to do is this. Ta-da! And it'll start converting directly into diamonds. How cool is that? I'm going to snag 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 stacks of bone meal here, just to have ready to throw into here. That's what I've been doing, is throwing 9 stacks at a time and just letting it rip, because, why not? So that's a lot of diamonds, hopefully. I'm thinking 5 or 6 maybe, which is, pretty good. So we've got large amounts of stuff done today. I would like to work on maybe some industrial craft machines. So there's a few things we're going to want. One, I'm going to want some industrial craft machines just to make my life a little bit easier. So where are the industrial craft machines in here? I don't think there's a way in the old version of NEI to look up by mod name. I think you just had to cycle to the page and find it. The other thing I wouldn't mind is maybe looking into some forestry farms. That might not be a terrible idea. To just kick off some automation around wheat in the combine. We could even automate rubber if we wanted to. Not a big deal. Pumpkins, I think we should definitely automate. I remember pumpkins being a good source of EMC. A really good source. I'm just trying to remember how and why they were good. Because I did one in a single player test world. I just set up a little pumpkin thing and it was pretty slow. So I'm trying to remember what was awesome about pumpkins. So how do we make out over here, by the way? The last of the items filtered in. We're already up to 5 diamonds and we have a lot more to go. Sweet. Let that rip for a few minutes and then we'll see where we're at. And then, so probably some automation on that. Maybe even a tree farm, automated tree farm wouldn't be a terrible idea. And we can set these up maybe over in this direction, some automation around that. However, for all these things to run, we're going to need buildcraft energy. So there's 2 forms of stuff here we can get. We can get steam engines, which just require coal. They don't require water in this version. Combustion engines, which I'm pretty sure run on oil and fuel. Now, I don't think there's any way to get oil in this map. Unless I don't remember, and I might not remember, so it's possible. Pump, tank, refinery, that's all cool. That's good. The other thing we can get is biogas and peat, and electrical engines run off electricity, but biogas basically runs off biofuel, which is pretty cool. And then there's a couple other things here that we can go with. Nice. And here's the industrial craft machines. Rotary macerator is the upgraded form of the macerator. So before there were overclocker upgrades, there were different machines that just used more power. So there's the singularity compressor, the centrifuge extractor. These are just faster versions of the existing machines. So geothermal, water mill, solar panel, there's the reactors, and furnaces, electric furnace. That's one we want to make. I will probably, if I can, make the advanced version. I just want to see what's involved in it. So the induction furnace is the advanced version of the furnace. And to get that, we just need a bunch of coal. Boom, 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 coal dust. Smelting, hydrated coal dust. Ooh, really? I forgot about that. Or we can just macerate coal dust. Oh, right, yeah, okay, cool. Macerating coal dust, that's cool. And then the other thing that is required is refined iron, bronze, and tin. And bronze is a combination of copper and tin. Doesn't seem too bad. I want to see if there's an old forestry recipe that doesn't require macerating, and I want to see if that's involved in this pack. Looks like that might be disabled, so we might have to go. Now, bronze does have an EMC value, so that's good. So basically, I can just make this once with a macerator and then get as much bronze as I want. So that's good. All right. So let's work on those. IC2 machines, maybe start working on buildcraft power so that we can have some forestry machines running at some point soon. And we got 14 diamonds. Booyah. That is awesome. I'm very thrilled. 15, really. One was kind of already there. Neat. All right. So that's a good amount of diamonds, and I'll just pop this stuff back in there, and we'll let that run again. Dude. 14 diamonds is a lot of diamonds. That's a lot of EMC right there. I'm loving it. All right. Can I make dark matter now? I don't know that I can, actually. Dark matter requires eternalist fuel, which is Mobius fuel, which is alchemical coal, which is coal. Maybe? I could probably make dark matter. I don't know if there's any need to at the moment. So I think I'm going to focus on IC2 machines. So let's come back in a moment here. I just want to get some basic stuff out of the way. We're going to want... let's get some copper and tin, shall we? So I know we're going to want that. So let's burn you. We'll get as much tin as I can out of that. And then we'll get copper. That's a bunch of copper. We'll get a little bit more tin. Nice. You know what? I think I'm going to turn this into iron. That should be cool. And then the rest of the MC can just chill in there. We'll burn this up. That's good. All right. Yeah, so let's come back in a minute here. Do I have enough refined iron? I think I'm going to get a little bit more. That should be cool. And then maybe some more iron here. That should be good. All right, back in a moment. All right, let's get to work, shall we? So the first thing we're going to want is make a couple batteries. And I don't know that I need all of these. Well, let's do like 2. Can I do this? Nice. So 2 batteries should be good. And then we can make generators. So a generator is iron furnace with 3 refined iron. I'll do it that way, just because. Cool. So that saves on refined iron. And the 2 batteries. Cool, 2 generators. Thinking for now we'll want a bat box. So there's only 3 tiers of energy in the old IC2. There's the bat box, the MFE, and the MFSU, and that's low voltage, medium voltage, and high voltage, as far as I remember. So it's going to require a couple more batteries. What if I just jumped right into an MFE? That might not be a terrible idea. And I don't think there's transformer upgrades. So if we want to power low tier machines with higher tier energy, we have to use an LV transformer. So that's the only way we can get around that. So let's do that. Let's take 4 of those diamonds, boom, that we just made, and we can convert them. Cool, and then we'll get a machine block. So we'll go MFE. And then we'll go LV, right? So there's MFE. LV transformer, not a problem. Copper, cables, and wood. Copper, cables, and wood. And then finally we're going to want a wrench. So, you are just made with bronze, which, as we recall, the only way to get bronze is with a macerator. So let's get that ready to go. So a macerator was just a machine block, a circuit, and 3 flint. 1, 2, 3 flint. Macerator, circuit, So that would be one of the first things we make. Now, because I want to do this, so let's see. We'll probably want... So let's do it like this. Here's where I will put my LV transformer. Without a wrench, this is going to be tricky, actually. So let's say macerator is going to be the first machine we want to do. Well, we'll put the macerator here. What we can do is we can power this with redstone, as I recall. So let's burn you up into redstone. And I should be able to... Nice! I was right about that. Cool. So the macerator is pretty slow. There are upgrade slots. Oh, there are overclocker upgrades. Look at you. Okay, cool. But the rotary macerator and all those still exist. Interesting. Cool. Just water cell and an extractor, huh? Not bad. So bronze is 1 copper. And, no, 1 tin and 3 copper. Okay. 1 tin and 3 copper for bronze. So that's the 1 tin, and we're going to need 2 copper, so we'll come back after these cook. Okay, so then we'll do these guys and this, which gets us bronze dust. Now I don't foresee a situation where I'm going to need bronze dust in terms of EMC. So let's just smelt this up. And yeah, I'm wasting coal. But at this point, I think I'm doing okay. You know, not terrible. So we'll let that cook, we'll teach the tablet how to make it, and then we're good to go with bronze. Boom, learned. Nice. Alright, so let's make, you know, a little bit more bronze. So 5 of you, and we'll convert the rest to iron. Cool. Oops, I need a 6th. Sweet. Alright, so then I should be able to put my MFE down and shift right click to wrench it downwards. And then we can probably connect these 2 power types, and that should be good. Nice. Alright, and then we just need the generators. So what if we just put them here and here for now? Cool. And then we'll get a bunch of charcoal from some gunpowder. 5? Yeah, we'll just do that. Charcoal. Boom. It's enough for now. We'll work on better forms of power gen in a little bit. But that should be good. That should be powering up. So are there transformer upgrades? There are. Woo. Okay, cool. That's good to know. The redstone can come out of here, and this should be running. So now I would like to quickly get coal. So in order to get the advanced machine block, we are going to need 2 of these, which requires 8 of these. So we're going to need like a decent amount of coal into coal dust. Macerated. So this should be no problem, right? You can macerate? Yeah, no explosions. And while that's going, we're going to want a compressor. Cool, not a problem. Let's get like... some more of these. That should be good. Awesome. It occurs to me that my bone meal farm is probably completed at this point. And it sounds like there's a spider inside. Yeah, completed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This bone meal farm thing is awesome. Love the dark room. Alright, that'll just run a little bit. Alright, and then we need the compressor, right? So we need 6 smooth stone. Boom. So machine, circuit, compressor. Cool. All right, and then let's cook up a little bit more of this stuff. We'll do 16. And then we'll want some more bronze and tin probably. So we're going to want... I'm going to make 4 of these just while I'm at it. What is the recipe? So it is iron, bronze, tin. Cool. Do I have enough? I do. Perfect. Alright, that's a little more than I thought it would be, but compressor, you can go here. Powered up and compressing. Go. Nice. Okay. And then, is this stuff done? Not yet. We got a little time left. I can get at least one of them going, but the compressor's going to run for a minute, so. Cool. So that's one. And the advanced machine block. And then we're going to want to make that induction furnace. We're going to need an electric furnace and some copper, so that's no problem. Redstone, iron furnace. Got it. Electric furnace, ready to roll. So we're going to have the induction one in a minute here, and that thing runs super fast, which is going to make smelting a lot easier for me. I also might want to make a couple solar panels. So an LV might not be the worst idea in the world. If I just made a quick LV solar panel, so that's just some coal dust, electric furnace, and generators. I might want to do that. And just kind of stick it on top of the MFE here. That would probably be a cool idea. Really wish there was a... I don't have access to glowstone really, do I? There's got to be a way to get it that I'm just not thinking of. There's a couple ways, I'm sure. It's just not listed in any eye. So I'm going to have to look into that. So you've got a good amount of power going. We're running out of coal here, charcoal here actually, so that's a thing. You are getting there. I think we're pretty much ready. Let me wait for all these machines to process. And I think what I'll do is off camera craft what I need to get an LV solar. So that is going to be not terrible. So we'll be back in a minute. I need 8 generators, 16 electric circuits, and some coal dust. Alright, making one change to things here. I just want to make sure this is lined up right. Cool. Now I think in terms of cabling, gold cable is going to be able to transmit what I want, right? So that is 2 rubber and a gold cable, and gold cable is just 3 gold. Cool. Let's get a little bit of gold going here. That should be enough for 2 gold, right? Yeah. And that'll be a 3rd. Works for me. Cool, cool, and you can go away for now. How's this thing coming along? Cooking up a bunch of this stuff. The reason I'm switching this up is I think I'm ready to make my induction smelter, dude. So you should have power again. Nice. I'm cooking up a bunch of coal dust because we need a bunch. This is complete, and that should be ready to craft. So, advanced machine block with these, and then this, and copper. Sweet, induction furnace, ready to roll. We'll just put him there. Nice. So the induction furnace runs pretty darn fast. First off, it can smelt 2 stacks of items at a time, which is cool. But it needs to build up heat first. It'll build up heat while there's items in it, or while there's a redstone signal applied. Okay, so that's a thing. Let's just put you here for now. That should be good. That'll maintain the heat level, but it'll drain like 1 EU per tick, like constantly, I want to say. So, but eventually that'll become very fast. It seems slow now, but trust me, when it gets to 100%, it'll be super fast, which is cool. This is coal. I'm going to hold on to it. Let's convert it to charcoal. Let's do this and this. Cool. We're just going to set up another couple generator type dudes. So here and here. Nice. All right, back to crafting solars, and meanwhile this thing's going to heat up. All right, let's see how this thing's done. Good job. We're at 1/3 of the heat level, and check out how fast it is. Already faster than the metal furnace, and it's only at 1/3 of the heat level, and it's doing 2 items at a time. Nice. You're still macerating. Back in a minute, some crafting off camera. So we're almost at 2/3. Let's see how fast it is now. Nice. Still have a lot of heat to build up. All right, I think this is going to be plenty of electronic circuits for now. That should be cool. And then we're going to want 8 generators, which is going to require a little bit of tin. So let's do that. Tin. That should be enough for... We're going to need more than that. 8, 16, 24. Yeah, it should be cool. That should be good. So we're going to want 8 of you. We're going to need a little bit more redstone. Actually getting low. I don't want to say low, but low-ish on gunpowder. I mean, there's probably a bunch in the things over there, but... Alright, I need 8 more. 10. I really miss the ability to shift click. Let me tell you guys how much of a wonder that is. Alright, cool. And then a bunch of iron, probably. Diamond's worth of iron. So we're going to want 8 generators. We're going to need more iron. And remember, I can always convert this back to EMC as needed. Cool. I thought I smelted a bunch of refined iron, but I don't have enough apparently. 8, 16, 24 is what I need. So at 95% heat? Nice. That's fast smelting. Cool. So... that... plus you should equal 8 generators. And then we're going to want some glass. So it is, and then the coal dust. Which I think there's a little bit more left over here. Nice. I'll probably want a rotary macerator at some point, but we'll get to that. So solar panels, that, and that. Cool. That's that, that's that. A few extra circuits. What are you doing to me? Generator, electric circuit. There we go. I had them backwards. Derp. And then just an LV transformer, which is copper, wood, cables, around this dude. Nice. And then we have a free, during the daytime at least. Nice. 8 EU per tick incoming. Beautiful. So that'll work for me. I'm totally cool with that. Alright. So now that that's up and running, let's come back. Alright guys, so I think I've got enough stuff now to make a rotary macerator. Ooh. So macerator, refined iron. No wait, first I have to do the advanced machine block. These guys, this dude. Because macerating takes a really long time. I don't know if you noticed, but like a really long time. So now we've got the rotary version. Woo. Why you explode? Why you explode, rotary macerator? That should not have happened. You should be able to accept that voltage level. Alright, let's see about doing this. MV transformer, we're going to need this and these two for this. MV transformer... I thought all the advanced machines could accept medium voltage current, but I must have been wrong. So let's remove you, which is a bummer that that fell, but that's okay. We'll just get you and you. And you might have noticed that I'm not carrying around my Philosopher's Stone and crafting with it. That's because I don't have glowstone, so I can't make a new one yet. Once I can make another Philosopher's Stone, then I'll be more willing to carry it around and potentially lose it if something happens or goes wrong. So let's try this again. So rotary macerator with a transformer upgrade in it. Oh, now we're cooking. Look at you. Okay, cool. And hey, the redstone signal is going across. Awesome. That's what I want to see. Cool. So I guess it needs like that. That's weird. I don't know. I could have sworn it took the, but that's okay. So what I'm actually going to do is move this. And hopefully you retain your heat, right? 97, you're not dropping 98. That's good. Cool. Hey, that's a really good way to turn nice wood into charcoal. Hey. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so we've got 2 of the advanced machines from Industrial Craft. That will definitely help us proceed forward. And I'm going to get... Oh, wow, look at all this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Lots of EMC, courtesy of my darkroom. Loving it. All right, back in a minute. So I'm trying to remember if there's a glowstone recipe. I'm pretty far into the map, and I feel like I haven't really gotten much by way of glowstone. So I think if I remember correctly, there's some kind of IC2 recipe that lets you do it. And I want to say it's like gold dust and redstone of some kind. So not compressor. We want rotary macerator. Boom. Look at that guy. Nice. That is awesome. So wasn't it like... Huh. Trying to remember. Oh, hey, there we go. Glowstone. Nice. Okay, cool. Well, that'll do. I'll take that. So let's do this. Let's teach the tablet about glowstone. Beautiful. Now we have access to glowstone. Hello. How's it going? Nice to see you again, Mr. Glowstone. That's cool. And that's a decent amount of EMC, if I'm not lying. So, I wouldn't mind. Now that we have access to glowstone, that can make a lot of things. So that can make Philosopher's Stone. That can make interdiction torches, which we don't really need. We can make the Soul Stone, the Aether Pearl. We don't have Ender Pearls yet. Need to figure out how to get those. Probably just try and get an Enderman to spawn, dare I say. Glowstone gets us that stuff. Brewing. Cool. And this guy can make lamps, energy collectors. Oh yeah, that's what we're talking about. Energy collectors are where it's at. We can also make the Watch of Flowing Time with it, given some dark matter. Okay, so let's see if we can get an energy collector. So we're going to need a block of glowstone. I wouldn't mind just teaching you how to do that. Nice. Okay. Energy collector. And a block of diamond. And a furnace and some glass. So a block of diamond, believe it or not, may not be so hard to get. Considering I've been doing this thing. Let's actually get some more apples, because I'm hungry. You know what I might want to try? I just want to see if I can get... Isn't mushroom soup a good way to get food? That's only 70 EMC. Oh, but they don't stack. See. Though they are a good food source, if I had to be honest. That's definitely better than apples. It's just that they don't stack, so that's a bummer. But we can throw the bowls back in, so that's kind of cool. Alright, let's go get our bone meal and see what we can do by way of diamonds. So I could just throw a diamond in here, but as you may remember, this was a little bit slow. Wow, look at all this bone meal. Dude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll go into here for processing. And that'll be good. And then we'll just grab all the excess bone meal that we can. And we'll just go turn this into diamonds. Loving it. Look at all that EMC. How great is this? Diamonds? 7. Nice. Alright, let's teach the tablet how to make blocks of diamond for future reference. Yoink. Learned. Alright, so then this thing can make you. So we just need a furnace and some glass. So we need more of this, and we're going to need some glass. Okay, so furnace. Block of diamond, glass. Energy collector, which by the way, has an EMC value. Haha. So we can make more of those going forward. The tier 1 is pretty slow, but the tier 2 is pretty nice. However, we're going to need some dark matter, which needs some Aeternalist fuel. But Aeternalist fuel isn't terrible to get, believe it or not. So let's see what we can do with this thing. So the lowest tier of energy-based item is charcoal, right? Let's make sure that we're under sunlight, because I think these have to work under sunlight. So, like, here might be too dark, or no, it's working. That's cool, even though it's not direct sun. Okay, cool. So if we put charcoal in here, it will first accumulate EMC just from sunlight, so that's cool. And then it'll automatically upgrade any fuels. So 32 turned into 64. Nice, right? Now it looks like it's getting a little bit dark. Is that because the sun's going down, or is that because we're under a platform here? Let's let this thing convert. So the next one is not glowstone. It's probably not gunpowder. It's probably coal. Would probably be my guess. Nice. Turned into coal. Let's bring you over here where it's definitely direct sun. Right? Is that running a little bit faster? Yeah, it definitely seems to be, right? Cool. So being underneath that guy was not the worst thing in the world, but it definitely was a little slower. Now that should upgrade into gunpowder. Awesome. And then gunpowder will probably upgrade into glowstone, maybe? And then it goes along the way. So that is just passive EMC generation. That's what we're doing right here. And we can just get all kinds of EMC. And it'll convert all the way up to the different types of energy. So eventually we'll get all the way up to Aeternalist fuel. So let's see. Gunpowder, I'm guessing, we'll see what happens next. I'm guessing glowstone, because, yeah, that seems to be the math there, right? Cruising right along. Like I said, the tier 1's a little bit slow, but hey, it's free EMC. You just let it sit there, and it generates EMC. That is cool. Glowstone, nice. Now the next tier might be the fuel that I'm looking for. So let's come back in a minute when this progress bar is done. All right, looks like we're going to get alchemical coal. Beautiful. So that's 512 EMC, which we're going to teach to the table. Boom. Learned and good to go. So now I can throw this in here. And by the way, it'll instantly use up whatever EMC is sitting there. So, you know, if I were to throw like something in there, it'll just boom, immediately use it. So that's cool. So alchemical coal should upgrade to Mobius fuel eventually. And then Mobius fuel will eventually upgrade to Aeternalist fuel, which requires a large amount. So I'm guessing, I don't know, it feels like there's going to be something in between because this progress bar is almost done. So I don't know what comes next for alchemical coal. Come right back. It wouldn't be glowstone, would it? No, because that's math that's not adding up. Huh. What would be next, perchance? Go, 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 go. Ah, blaze powder. That's right. Blaze powder is a thing. Neat. Well, now we have access to blaze powder. That's exciting to me. That's really exciting to me, to be honest with you. That's super cool. Oh, and by the way, if we wanted to throw like a stack of items in here and only get up to a certain amount, we could put an item in the target and it'll stop upgrading once it gets to that item. Or, you know, in this case, it's more than that item, but you get the gist, right? You know what they say, why build one when you can build two for twice the price? How much EMC was that thing again? A lot. Well, we just surpassed a certain thing. We can make another energy condenser now, which is neat. Hooray! Energy collector. Haha, sweet. Let's sleep through the night real quick. So the energy collector, remember, will passively collect energy and has its own internal buffer. And by the way, I know we're getting close to the wrapping up point, but I'm really excited to have these things now, so I'm having fun. But we're definitely going to wrap up here in a second. So you, sir, have collected decent amounts of energy. I'm guessing the next thing that this is going to upgrade to is glowstone, and then it'll upgrade to Eternalist fuel and Mobius fuel. So this guy should do... You're actually moving a lot faster than you were a second ago, right? Are you just passing it directly in? Nice. I forgot about that. I guess they can share with each other. Totally forgot that that was a thing. But yeah, EMC will share with adjacent blocks. Well, that's super handy. So if I take this out... Oh yeah, look at that. See? So it's building up its own internals. And then I throw this in, and this guy is going to just send its power directly over to that thing. Super cool. All right. So we're going to wrap up the episode here. We'll come back next time. We will hopefully get other types of fuel. And once that happens, you know, we're in really good shape. And we can obviously collect, you know, via sunlight. Lots of good stuff. All right, guys. Daryl20 signing off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.